And how are we all doing today? I do hope we're well. Hello, T-Dog. Hello, Valor. Get out of the way. Sorry, my mouse cord was stuck on the thing. Can't hop on to play with you this time because you're earlier than usual. Yeah, I'm trying this hour earlier thing because I accidentally started an hour early on Friday's stream and gave some of our UK people an extra hour to watch because of the time zone difference, basically. Did it deliberately yesterday just to see how it felt. Almost missed today's stream because it was a bit of a slower start, but I said at the end of yesterday's stream I was going to start an hour early today, so I committed to it. So don't know whether it's going to be a permanent thing because, you know, some mornings are slower starts than others, particularly once it gets to, I mean, the days are getting shorter again and we're past the solstice and all, so at some point it might be too hard to start a stream this early in the morning. I don't know. Doing good. You had a relaxing day with Duggo. That's good to hear. Anyway, we'd normally start with a bit more chatting, but the reason I started not only an hour earlier than usual, but about 10 minutes earlier than usual, is because I wanted to pop in and do the Mothman Equinox at the top of the hour. So we'll do that now, and then we'll have my coffee and stuff. Super Mario, how you doing there, mate? Oh, I've still got my camera positioning and chat on screen from the layout we used yesterday. You know, fuck it, we'll leave it like that, see how it goes. Actually, no, I do need to move the camera. Because otherwise you can't see the stuff and things, my HP bar. Which, you know, informative game detail. Just in time. Trees for all. Thank you very much. Appreciate the subscription there. Is that some sort of hippie superhero? Instead of one for all, it's trees for all.
Children, listen well. 3 pyres have been placed throughout the Wise One's home. Their light is a vital catalyst to our ritual.
Let's turn that back up again. Yesterday was too loud. Today's too quiet.
What
was I saying? I forget.
Destroy their vines encircling each pyre before we proceed.
Outrunning deliveries.
Each pyre
Figured.
is attended by a Wise One's observer. Only when the vines have been
I'll do this one because no one's at the church
will
yet.
the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom.
You see that little tree for all? Like an all that brawl. Oh, I get it. That's nice. The hippie mode instead.
Fine start, but our work is far from complete.
Trees for all. The root of power. See what I did there? Arboral puns.
Hunt them, destroy them, fill the streets with their foul ichor.
Alright, I'll get on the totems again, I guess. I'm sorry, how did that miss? Actually jumped into Fallout 4 briefly again last night. Doing a little bit of testing for a video I want to make in and around the Switch 2 release of the anniversary edition of Fallout 4, which is a thing I basically forgot was happening until the Nintendo Direct early this week. I was like, oh yeah, they're still doing that. Hackifism? Hackifism? That's a name? It's got a ring to it.
As I release the dust of our Wise One into the air.
Or is it pacifism? Is it a soft C or a hard C?
The flames of
If you know what I mean.
It offers enlightenment, however brief it may be. Breathe, children.
I think I'm in a punny mood today.
Breathe.
It's actually pacifist. Just the name was taken. Oh, I see. Pacifism. Oh. Yeah, that didn't click for me immediately. I see.
Let it soak into your roots. Let it show you. Heretic demons will be enraged by this vision.
My aim is sloppy this morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. Still sitting in front of me. Still though.
Protect our sacred lights. The pious
Splash damage should have been enough.
fiends. Without the fire's glow, our guest may refuse our invitation. The demons approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter.
Alright. I'm going to stick around here for a moment. Looks like there's plenty of people at the church. We'll just enjoy my coffee, shall we? Lovely. Where's that frog? I can hear the frog.
The heretics bring foul brutes within. Let not your eyes
I can make a cup of joe in love with this new coffee brand.
for you.
It's nice when you find a brand of food you like. Oh, speaking of which, I got something to share once we're done here as well. Food related and safe food / comfort food news. I found something that I was really hoping to be able to find in this new city that I'm living in. And I found it, and it should be a reliable place to get it, and I'm super happy.
The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside fire, children. You must protect it.
Ka-choomp, ka-choomp, ka-choomp.
These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing.
Way too slow on that one. Ha! Tell you what, though, this bloody gun melts the moths. Can I, whoops. Wait, corpse despawned on me. Cheeky. We're playing Fallout. Fallout of Monster Hunter today. Wait, did I not do the category properly, or are you just making a different joke? No, we're in Fallout. Yeah, I was considering doing Monster Hunter today, but I'm a little bit sluggish today. Just in mood and in energy and in focus. And Monster Hunter requires a bit more out of me than this game does. Oops. Hi.
The wise one draws near. He waits our signal.
On YouTube it says you're playing Monster Hunter. Oh, whoops. I forgot to turn the YouTube syncing off. I wasn't intending to stream on YouTube today, but I've got OBS set up to automatically start that stream. Whoopsie doodle. Let's go ahead and fix that.
Allow the wise one to gaze upon you. Bask in his infinite wisdom.
Details. Okay. Crappy keyboard. Chilling with Fallout 76. Forgot I did that. Okay, I'll change the tags. Skadoosh. Nope. Nope. Come on, YouTube. And I need to get rid of that thumbnail too. Can I just delete the thumbnail, please? Doesn't want to let me delete the thumbnail. I'm going to need a new thumbnail. Let's just download the default Burning Springs splash. No, wouldn't let me do that. How about this? There we go, there's a PNG. Okay, change the YouTube thumbnail. Like I said, brain's having trouble waking up today. There we go. That should just about do it. My live control page so I can keep an eye on things. Sorry, YouTube chatters. Didn't mean to ignore you. Won't happen again. Well, won't happen again today. Possibly. Right, let's see. Hey, is this not Forbidden Lands? Hey, Blunter, YouTube logo. Yep. Sorry, didn't realize I was live on YouTube. Made a few errors there. It's fine. It's fine. And yes, I accidentally tagged it Fallout 65 for a second, but that's fine. Who cares? Right, analytics page. There we go. Boop-a-doop. Right, so, where were we? Let's get away from this squeaky moth. Where's my camp? Where's my camp? Where's my camp? Right over there. Bear with me just a second. Back to live. Make the edit. Right, there we go. It should be tagged correctly now. And change the description properly. There we go. I really need to get that cheapo keyboard I'm using replaced. It's just such a mushy bullshit thing, and the little round keys and everything make it so hard to type. I mean, Jesus. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. $15 worth of keyboard. Absolute ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous. So, the news. I found a local supermarket that stocks my very favorite kind of Japanese boil-in-the-bag instant curry. At a regular supermarket. I don't even have to go to the specialist Asian supermarket for the other brand that I haven't tried yet because I don't have a rice cooker yet. But now that I found these at a big brand supermarket that's easy to get to, I think I'll just change to do my regular shop there because it's about the same distance in the other direction as the place I was going. But now I can get these there, which made me very, very happy indeed. And they're not even overpriced or anything. Been watching the Fallout TV show. It's incredible. Second season not quite as strong as the first, but still damn good TV. S&B sponsoring Blunting. Oh, I wish. I wish. If there's any, hey. Tell you what, if there's anyone watching from S&B, I'll happily take sponsorship money to promote and endorse your curry sauce packets, and indeed your curry sauce roux blocks and things like that too, because the same brand I used to make curry, you know, manually, properly, the fancier version with fresh vegetables and whatever else I want to put in it. And beer, yes, the Japanese beer, Asahi. Yeah, I'll happily take brand sponsorship from Asahi. What was the name of that Japanese style beer I had? I forget the brand of it. It was the Japanese style lager, but actually brewed here. It was pretty decent. Finished off my last can of that a few days ago. I bought a 24 pack, and I was having like 1 or 2 a night, just to chill out with most days. And it was very, very pleasant. But being tempted to go get some more, but yeah, got to watch the budget. And also, I don't know if it's a great idea for someone with bipolar disorder to start drinking regularly every night, even if it is just 1 or 2 beers, which is perfectly safe for most people. If I hit a depressive episode and I've got beer in the house, it starts getting problematic. Can never get used to round keys. Yeah, the round keys. I mean, this keyboard is the one I bought a couple of months ago when I was still in the van. In fact, I bought it specifically to play Fallout with. Well, not to play Fallout with, just to have access to extra keys that I can't reassign. And that I didn't have on my little half keyboard thingy. Like the arrow keys. Because you couldn't do any camp building without the arrow keys because of the way the menu system works. Not unless I wanted to plug in a controller, and Fallout 76 gets all kinds of finicky when you try and do controller and keyboard at the same time. It does not like doing that. But yeah, it turns out to be a completely rubbish keyboard, but it's the only keyboard I have right now for the main machine. I've got my other real keyboard, my slowly dying glorious keyboard. It has a couple of dead LEDs in it because of the heat in the van, I'm assuming. Actually, one of them's completely dead. One of them's just lost one of the 3 LEDs, so it can't do all the colors anymore. So you can see, I don't know if it shows up in camera. Yeah, you can see the M key is blue. It's supposed to be purple like the rest. And also the D key, the LEDs on that are completely dead. This is a modular keyboard, so I can change the switches. Unfortunately, the LEDs are part of the circuit board, not the switches. Which I only found out yesterday when I tried to swap out some of the key. I tried to swap out, you know, the print scroll key for the D key so I can get the LEDs back. And I went, oh, the LEDs are on the circuit board, not part of the key switch. That's right. Forgot about that. So that's frustrating. Blue info map. Yeah, I mean, it is in most games. It bugs the shit out of me, though. Every time I see it, the inconsistency. Like, the D key being dark bugs me less than the M key being blue. Because, you know, my hands are over the D key more often than not. But when I glance at the keyboard to, you know, tap an alternate key to bring up map or, you know, whatever. It just bugs me. Just sitting there glowing blue in defiance of my lovely purple color scheme. LED soldering stream. There's surface mount LEDs, and I fucking hate surface mount. Trying to do it manually, and I don't have the right tools for it, and I'd have to completely disassemble the keyboard, and ugh. Yeah, I've done surface mount stuff like 3 times in my life, and it's been just so frustrating every time. Really do have to have specialist tools to do it properly. And easily, and, well, relatively easily. Comparatively easily. It was just, you know, old school through holes component mounting. Yeah, I've done gajillions of hours on that when I was a kid, building all kinds of circuits. Easy peasy. Yeah, not so much. Right. So the thing I was going to do next is we were going to watch a video together, a YouTube video. But now that I'm accidentally also streaming on YouTube Live, I don't think I'll do that because I might just get caught in the automatic content catching system. Shouldn't be a problem because it was just going to be a react to kind of video, but I don't want to fuss with that. YouTube's just a pain in the ass with all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was going to be Angry Turtle, Fallout 76 specialist creator, put up a video this morning, like an hour ago, actually, talking about the new power armor changes in the new update. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. If it becomes a problem, it becomes a problem. This is just a live stream. I can just delete the VOD and get rid of the issue, or I doubt Angry Turtle's going to try and claim it or anything. It's a pretty chill dude. Yeah, fuck it. I'm very curious about the armor changes, but just... we're going to quit the desktop in the game so we don't have the background music, and I'm going to get kicked from the server anyway, and the menu music will be in the background. So we'll just drop off the server anyway while we watch this.
Of Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle,
17
and
minutes
today
long.
we are getting ready for March updates in regards to power armor. There are huge changes, but what will be the best power armor for the next update, and how big the
haven't come across
differences
Angry Turtle, by the
are
way.
between them?
Very good Fallout tuber.
Most likely,
Does a lot of
what you will
technical
see in here is we are in the
stuff and
final phase of the
checking out the
public.
PTS and
server
stuff.
will be true for the rest of 2026, most likely. If that will change, I will do a new video, but if not, this video will stay. So first, if you are watching it still in February 2026, how does the power armor
2026.
work? You have a piece of power armor which do come with stats. On top of that, there is damage reduction, overall damage reduction, and radiation reduction on each piece of power armor. That does add up.
There's a mole rat eating part of
And
his
now
camp in the
on
background.
Public test
you hear
server,
that?
which is for the March update changes. When we take a look on any power armor piece, let's see this excavator torso.
Oh,
you may
they got rid
notice
of the
very
bonuses.
high stats, but in the same time,
Yeah, they got rid of the bonuses. It just has carry weight now. It used to have the other things. Well, that sucks. Excavator also is my main armor. Oh wait, no, they moved the resistances over here. Actually, we should probably listen. He's probably going to explain this.
outside of said bonus effect, there is no radiation reduction
Yeah.
or damage reduction. So that's the biggest change. Power armor is losing all those stats and trading them for higher base resistances, including
Oh, so it might wind up actually being better than it was. That's cool.
all the elemental ones like poison, fire, and cryo. They all are getting those stats. And I do have a prepared nice table with all those stats that
Oh, he's
I
done
did
the work.
manually. How I did it, I was
He's made a spreadsheet,
basically
guys.
entering each and every
Excellent.
power armor to take the stats. At this moment, I have Ironclad
We love our
equipped.
spreadsheets and RPGs.
The stats in the table are without Ironclad, without anything. But for the combat part, as I want as well to show you a little bit of the combat and difference between power armors, like the weakest, the strongest, what can you expect when you actually fight enemies, what will
It's not just me, but the power armor didn't do the beep beep thing when he got in it. Usually there's a boop boop as the power armor powers up.
be the difference.
Oh, there it is. I just heard it.
So for that,
It
I
took a
will
second.
have Ironclad equipped. That's the realistic scenario. Like Ironclad boosts your resistances so much that even Excavator looks awesome. The
Yeah.
resistance aspect, at least. So that's
I
all the
think
new stats.
that's...
And I do have,
Hmm.
and I will show you.
I don't
with
remember
some
what
of
mine
the
are
power
on my
armors.
power
They
armor.
all non-legendary full sets. I was considering legendary, but that would add additional complication to the showcase. So I'm doing that with non.
You'll also notice all the power armor is different weights now. Like the weight is dependent on which parts you have on the frame and stuff, apparently. So it's no longer a standard weight for power armor in inventory or storage. So don't know how much of a problem that's going to be.
Legendary set of power armor. But first, the table of stats.
Here we go.
So here we go. I have all the power armors, and I sorted them from the best to the worst, kind of. It's not really, I know, and I appreciate your comments. It's not fully reliable to just
yeah, he hasn't included the radiation in the combat total. But yeah, radiation is just environmental. There are a couple of enemies that'll dose you with a bit of radiation when they slap you, but aside from that, yeah, that makes sense.
all the combat resistances together, but that's for me like the easiest way to put them into some kind of an order. Therefore, from ballistic up to cryo, I'm adding it all total to get a combat resistance total. Radiation excluded because there is really no enemies that shoot rats at you.
That's what I said.
Therefore, that's more like environmental protection.
Yeah, they don't shoot rats at you, but you can get slapped with a bit of radiation, but it's a piddling amount, really.
So I consider that separate from combat protection from the base 5 resistances, like 2 base and 3 elemental. So that's the total. So as you may see, Vulcan absolutely outranks everything else when the total is involved. But if you sort it...
All right, so let's have a closer look here. So what's Vulcan doing that T65 isn't? Got better ballistic on the T65, better energy on the Vulcan, way better poison on the Vulcan. Fire is close. Cryo worse on the T65. Yeah, all right. How's the Union going behind it? Way low on ballistic. Yeah, okay. Well, my poor excavator power armor way at the bottom. Such a shame. I love that armor. Actually, I don't need it so much anymore, come to think of it. I used to use it for the extra carry weight when I got over encumbered, but the builds I'm using these days and the cards I'm using these days, the perk cards, and the armor legendary effects I'm using these days, I haven't found myself using the excavator when I need the extra carry weight just to get home or anything these days. And even then, there's the perk card that lets you travel when you're over encumbered. So yeah, it might be time to retire the excavator armor at last. It has been a while since I've made a build for power armor. Maybe when this update drops, it'll be time to start playing with that.
Based on other stats, let's go, for example...
Gaming in 2026, 77 spreadsheets. Well, depends on the game. But yeah, if you're min-maxing, or you're trying a really specific build in an RPG, like Fallout, for example, where there's just so much variety in builds you can do, the spreadsheets do come in handy.
By ballistic, T65 is the highest. Vulcan and Hellcat are second. Together, T60 is very close if we sort by ballistic. If we go,
I feel like ballistic's the most important.
Energy, the highest is Vulcan. Then XO1, then Union, and then T65. So T65 is fourth. If we sort, if you for some reason will need poison, surprisingly now, the highest will be Strangler Heart Armor. Will be number 1 for poison. Union is second. Even with the set, that's the set included, and all stats without perks. So just the power armor stats. To be clear, I'm just repeating that. Then Vulcan is still really good. Still really good. Like I could say everything above 300 is really high. And then surprisingly, Raider is 4th and other power armor.
This is a spreadsheet.
If Fire
RPG gaming, baby. Sometimes there are spreadsheets.
The highest one is Union. Surprisingly, it's not the highest for poison, but it's the highest for fire protection. Then Raider, then Ultra Sight,
see you inside house again. Happy to be inside house again, mate.
Vulcan, T65, they middle of
right,
the
I
highest.
think we can skip through him.
Different stats that care about the concept of diminishing crit. Does it make if you go, let's say, from 1700 protection to 2700 protection, so 1k more? How much difference does it actually do? Let's return to the game.
This is why I
like go over every possible.
This is why I like Angry Turtle. Like he goes over the theory of the stuff.
Long, we'll do 2.
And he does a
We'll
proper
test on
test.
the Guardian in Gleaming Depths, and we'll test versus regular
Like, there's a couple of other people who do content like this. They'll go with the theory and then test. Oh, I can't remember his name right now, but yeah. But not everyone does it this way. Sometimes some people just look at the numbers and go, "Hey, bigger number, better."
super mutants at Westec. I will be solo on a team. I make sure that my
And all the
feral
math
is
on
filled up.
Destiny 2. Yeah, I never played Destiny
first
2.
Is Excavator with my
Tried the beta or the demo or whatever it was. Just didn't ring with me. The original Destiny almost got me. I played that for maybe 30 hours before I fell off it, but yeah.
total health of 557. We are going to say hi to those regular super mutants.
Oh yeah, Whale's a
I
good one for
removed all
spreadsheets.
the reflective perks like Ricochet. Therefore, they will not kill themselves. They will only be shooting me. So that's the performance of Excavator. So you can see slowly but surely I am losing
Yes,
damage.
not too bad.
And for comparison, we'll go for overall best or the highest ballistic. We can do both. So T65, the highest ballistic protection.
I love
to
the
see if
disrespect.
there is a
Just getting out of
difference.
one power armor
And
into
you will
another
see
while
it
all the
even
mutants are
better
shooting at
on
him.
the Guardian. This Guardian is very consistent test subject when damage taken is involved. I need to enter quickly as I'm not wearing any armor underneath. So now, that's the highest possible ballistic protection
It's not actually making that significant a difference, is it?
versus the lowest.
Well, it's hard to
I
tell
will
because he's got a few
honestly
more
tell
enemies
you,
on him.
the diminishing return causes it that it may be hard for you to spot
Yeah.
which one is better. Oh, and one has a set effect, so set effects are important. Hellcat is the one with the set effect. I will pop a stim pack.
I do like how the Hellcat
If
looks.
this doggo will let
Might be
me
one of my
exit.
favorite just plain designs. You know, without any
Fast.
skins or anything on it.
Now I'm getting beating without armor.
Just the ridiculous shoulders
Okay,
on it.
so that's the Hellcat. So in case of Hellcat, what's important about it, we do have damage reduction from ballistic weapons on the armor. That's the special effect of the Hellcat per piece. So total is 12% as helmet is included. So 12% reduction from ballistic damage, but much lower stats. Is that better? The same? Honestly, looks kind of the same,
Yeah, it looks a little bit worse.
regardless.
Like
For
the
all
chip
of
he was
them.
taking there was a
I'll
bit
be
more
honest for you
significant.
here. When we take a look on all of that, regardless
gonna
which
die.
one I enter
Oh, there he
versus
goes.
Super Mutants, it
Auto stim.
kind of looks all the same. They keep firing. I'm taking a little bit of damage per bullet. Now I have overall the strongest power armor. So here we go, the strongest overall power armor.
Still
I can
haven't-
do radiation
I still haven't completed a single raid. I've got no Vulcan stuff. I really want that sword though, especially for Bruce's melee build.
test as well if you want to see like the lowest to the highest radiation protection. So that's it. Like regardless what I wear.
All right. So it
kind
looks
of
like we don't have to sweat
similar
it too
because
much.
of diminishing returns. And diminishing returns are even worse when damage per bullet of enemies relatively low. Like the highest your protection versus damage, the less difference there is if you increase the protection. So Guardian is a little bit better example as it hits harder.
I guess the next question is, have they changed the durability? Like if there's middling difference between just basic ballistic damage, is one going to last in a firefight, durability-wise?
This time we are starting with Vulcan power armor, so very high stats overall. That's with Ironclad max out, so very high, much higher than you were able to see in the table. The table was just the power armor itself, now boosted by Ironclad, so almost 4k, both ballistic and energy. Very high. And now, Guardian is great, it fires in salvo, so that's the first salvo. We survive with 52% health. Second salvo, survive with 15% health, and we are dead. The first salvo is the strongest, as that includes rockets. So rockets are most likely ballistic damage, and lasers will be most likely energy damage. I'm saying most likely, as with followed games and Creation Engine, you never know. And now we'll switch armor to Excavator. So overall, the
Bug or
weakness,
feature, roll the dice.
every
It's a
time I'll be
Bethesda
testing
game.
that, I'm trying to stand in the same spot and make it as consistent as possible. The main thing to observe is health left after the first salvo. With the Vulcan Power Armor, it was 52%, and now one salvo, and we have 42%. So we took 10% more damage,
Yeah, all right.
and we didn't survive a second salvo with Excavator. And
So
now we have T65.
That's significant.
Can it do better than Excavator? Excavator, after first salvo, there was 42% health left. How much with T65? One salvo, and we have 54%. So it did better than Vulcan. Mostly because the higher ballistic protection, and yeah, it looks like missiles are indeed ballistic. It died in about the same time. Second salvo was almost even, so we are taking more damage from lasers, slightly more,
So, just based on
With
those couple of tests, looks
T65
like T65 is the
less damage.
Gonna be the
from
all-rounder
missile.
you
And
want.
Last one that we'll test is there is like no reason to really test every single one. Hellcat with not so high stats, but defensive protection from ballistic, the
Yeah,
percentage
this will
one
be the
that
comparison I'm
none other
interested in.
power armor has.
Because again, I like
So
the design
how
of the
well
Hellcat.
can Hellcat do? Is this 12% protection from ballistic compensate for lower stats? 45%. It does not. It doesn't do enough. We almost died
Still survives.
after the second salvo.
it's-
It's just slightly better than Excavator. So it's unfortunate for the Hellcat. Its unique attribute is not good enough. And before we cover radiation protection, just a very quick look. What will happen, like for a full picture? That's unyielding civil engineer, so no extra protection. Almost the same as non-legendary civil engineer. Much lower stats, like I lost 0 in all resistances. What will happen now? One salvo, enough to kill. So yeah,
King of the
no
world.
health left. That was about full salvo needed. But yes, we do indeed take more than twice as much damage in regular armor compared to the power armor. So power armor does help, but not as much. Damage reduction comparing regular armor to power armor, it's about 50 to 60%. Significant, but not as high as it used to be. So now, radiation protection. Civil engineer first with 339 that I have on me with ironclad included. I'm taking here about 9 to 13 rats, depend when exactly I am. And yeah, I'm ghoul, so it's helping me, not damaging me. But it's the same on human I tested, it's just going other way around. And now the power armor. First, Excavator with the lowest possible radiation resistance on all power armors.
Yeah, that's
We are
still
looking
plenty.
at 4 to 6. So much less
That's
radiation,
still
7
plenty.
in one spot. And now the highest possible.
All right, I'm less worried
Highest
about that
possible
now.
radiation protection, and we are looking at 3 to 5, depend on exact spot. So yeah, that's the best hazmat suit. Ultrasight, my total radiation protection 3,500 here, and that's because it should be higher, but Ironclad currently it's bugging out from rats. So that's odd, but I will show you this bug. Now 5,000 when I'm not affected by rats. So I'm not sure if Ironclad is helping with radiation at all. Is it just display bug on Pip-Boy, or is it really bug? Can go either way. So now, just to summarize, what is the best power armor if you are choosing from? And options are 2, maybe 3. All other power armors should be mostly ignored, unfortunately. So option 1, if you want to use some legendary effects that require enemies to be poisoned to work, like Vipers 4-star legendary, then you can consider Strangler Heart because it adds poison damage to all your attacks. It's little, very little of poison damage, but enough to activate Vipers. So if you want to run weapons with Vipers, Strangler Heart. Then, if you value some extra
T65.
carry weight,
Oh,
then
Union.
it's Union. In the past,
Wait.
I would say poison resist, but now it's not even the
Oh yeah, I forgot the Union also does carry weight, doesn't it?
highest. So poison resist is not really a factor, but 75 carry weight is significant. And you can have a jetpack on it, unlike Excavator. Excavator has more carry weight, but no jetpack.
That's the one thing I don't like about Excavator, or to date anyway. No jetpack on it. Probably one of the reasons I don't use it as that often. But yeah, maybe I'll build some Union actually. Completely forgot about the carry weight perk.
So I would say Union is
You do,
the
you do need
choice
something to
for
compensate for
carry
your
weight.
backpack.
And then if you care about
So I do have
bats
chemist
in your
backpack,
power
so-
armors, bats is expensive, that eats fusion cores, or some unique mods for your arms, then you have Vulcan, which comes with a set bonus of extra fusion core duration, which is additive with the perk, so you can achieve total of 75% reduction to fusion core usage in VATS.
That's impressive.
Which is amazing. It's huge. And top of that, AP regeneration 25%. Helpful, not essential. The first one, the fusion core duration, in other words, fusion core drain reduction, as that's how it actually works. That's huge. So those free power
But not
armors
T65
would
though.
be my choices.
Interesting.
I know. T65 is cool. Has nice stats, the highest ballistic. It just doesn't really matter too much. Honestly, that's my opinion.
Oops. Accidentally clicked on one of these things. All right, cool. So I guess we're building some Union power armor. Honestly, don't know. How do you get the plans for the Union power armor? Do I have them already? I honestly don't know. Literally never built it. Come on. Human. Alright, I don't think I've done my free redeems yet today, so we'll do that before we jump back in. What's free? What's free? What's free? Oh, there it is. Scrap kits and utilities. Supply package. Alright, away we go. So how many of you actually run power armor? T-Dog does. And sometimes Valor. Wake up.
This is a nice place.
Alright, let's look at my power armor situation before we start our dailies and stuff. I think I've got yeah, I've got a Hellcat, which is half built. It's got kind of several bits of rando legendaries on at the moment, because I was starting to build that to do the raid with, but never finished it because I ran out of legendary component thingies. And I've got the Cola and Cola Killer, which are the Nuka-Cola paint jobs on the 51 and the XO1. Those ones were just decorative for the barn at the bar camp. And of course my excavator, which I've got the donut skin on because I love it. So, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, craft. Do I have a union? I do not. Alright. In that case... Oh, the union's stamps, isn't it? Isn't it? Let's check. Stop it. Got too many sets of power armor. Always pick up pieces with frames when I can. Yeah, I try and keep that to a minimum because of the storage space they take up, but yeah. I indulged in the cola ones just because they were cool decorative. And it's a kind of hidden quest to get the plans in the first place. Which makes them a slightly extra cool. Giuseppe. A civil engineer. He's got the overgrown stuff. There it is, Union. Yeah, it's stamps. I have 30 stamps. Alright, we might need to grind out stamps before the update drops. And get ourselves the Union plans. Alright, let's see here. Eat cake pile candy. Collect lighter, cigarette, or cigar. Drink Nuka-Cola cranberry. Another cranberry one. 2 cranberries in a week. That's just obnoxious. I think I've got 1 in storage. And you don't have any. And... doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Still love that shot. It's such a cool shot of the sloth. So I'm just chilling out here. Okay there, buddy? Just chilling out with a Nuka-Cola. Nuka World seems appropriate.
Is that a squirrel?
Bum, 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 bum. I always forget whether these have cranberry in them. I don't think... No, they don't. Alright, let's try the regular places. Point Pleasant first, although because the event's running, it's almost certainly been snatched. It's another recent screenshot I really love. Paint me like one of your French Deathclaws. She said Nuka-Cola Quantum, but it sounded like Coca-Cola Quantum. I mean, you know, that's kind of the gag. Yep. Gone. Alright, what about the plant? How have I lost the cola plant? There it is. I might just re-roll this one. I'm sick of chasing down cranberries.
This, fix that.
Oh yeah. The eat cake pie or candy one is always a good one to get because I've got a popcorn machine at my camp and fuck's sake. Popcorn counts. I have like 60 or 70 pieces of popcorn in my pocket. It's off. Jesus Christ, my aim's fucked today. Get away from... Oh, for fuck's sake. I killed myself with my exploding bullets. This is why I didn't play Monster Hunter today. I'm all brain fried. Also, the Don Pedro needs a repair. What the fuck's going on with my AP today? What the hell? Is coffee not working? I don't think coffee's working. I normally have zero issues jetpacking up there. Something's fucked going on. No, there hasn't been an update. And I think if Jetpack's got nerfed to it, I'd bloody well see it in every Fallout content creator I follow this morning. Everybody be pissed about that. Nah, it's just I think the server's being weird or something. Hey, Cambry. Slurp. Now, do I actually have the second one I thought I had in my inventory? Nuka-Cola Cranberry. I do not. Bummer. Alright, let's see if we can remember where the other ones are. Nope. I'm gonna have to Google it. Brain's gone blank. Nuka Cranberry locations. Alright. Oh yeah, Clancy Manor. Wherever that is up here. Wait, where is it? Clancy Manor. It's up here somewhere. There it is. All of this just works. Exactly. Pom, 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 pom. I always forget exactly where it is. It's on the stairs on either side. I always forget precisely where.
Oh, great Mothman, look upon your subjects with mercy and protect them from harm.
No. Either it's not here, or I'm forgetting where exactly it is. Have you spoken to the doggo next door again? No, not yet. Ran into the owner a couple of times, so she's come along going for, various errands. But, has another dog with her on those occasions. I need to figure out what her schedule is for taking the dog for walks, so I can accidentally run into them. I'll check in the mailbox or something. Alright, where else? Hang on a sec. Sacrament. think there's another location I don't actually have on my map. Remember yesterday? Oh, no, day before yesterday we came across a location that I didn't have. I think I just found another one. Almost 1,100 hours in the game, and there's still locations I haven't tripped over on the map. It's crazy. Almost read a prompt for my AI agent in this chat window. Boo, AI, boo. Curious, what are you using the AI for? Is it something frivolous and stupid that could be better done by a talented human? Or is it something a little bit more useful? I actually was talking yesterday about the small issue I'm still having with Monster Hunter Wilds on the Linux rig, which, by the way, we are running Linux today. And I ran out of options searching for a cure for the issue that I was having. Like, nothing I was trying was working, nothing people were suggesting was working. So I did actually ask Gemini. And Gemini did suggest a couple of things that I hadn't done yet. But of course they didn't work. So, not that useful. Doing software development. Ah, you're what do they call it? Vibe coding. Are you vibe coding? Or just looking for specific solutions? Or some sort of edge case you can't figure out? I'm actually mildly curious about vibe coding for people who have no fucking idea what they're doing. I've been tempted a few times to try it out for myself, just out of dead curiosity to see if it actually produces something that works. What I do know is I keep seeing reports of people who vibe coded like social media and related kind of apps that have massive security holes that expose user names, passwords, emails, all that kind of stuff. Right. You're a senior software developer. Oh, you've done it the good with the hard way then. You've done it the proper way. You've paid your dues, all that kind of stuff. You very much love vibe coding. It's super fast if you know what you're doing. Yeah, like, I don't think people who don't know what they're doing should be vibe coding. Vibe coding should give you a structure that someone who knows what they're doing can then go in and go, okay, well, these are the basic bones. Now let's spend some time getting it right. Just a little time skip, basically. And I've actually done that a couple of times on video scripts. Like, I haven't asked AI to write a script for me, but like twice now, not recently actually, but twice now I've plugged a script I have written into an AA and asked it to format it or structure it in a different way. And it's had middling results. Yeah, I wonder where this cranberry's supposed to be. I nearly said vodka cranberry. Nuka cranberry. You guys ever had a vodka cranberry? They're delicious. I think, well, vodka mango, vodka orange juice, or both, I think is still better. Yeah, vodka cranberry is pretty nice. Well, either I can't see the Nuka cranberry, or someone has taken it. Because I don't know where it is in this location, I guess we'll give up at this point. Alright, the ammo dump has one sometimes. I know where that is. Go for a screwdriver right now, though. Bit early in the morning for that for me, but even if it wasn't, I don't think so. Maybe I could do a gin and tonic right now. Just a nice little breakfast gin and tonic. What do we got here? T45s. Doesn't look like it's here today. Usually it's one of these empties. I think it's one of these ones. That can sometimes be a cranberry. Or even a quantum. But not today, apparently. Sunday or Sunday? No, Sunday. It's Sunday, 8:58 a.m. on the 8th of February, 2026. Alright, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to re-roll this. I can't be fucked just traveling around that trying to find a bloody bottle of drink. Where did it go? There it is. Re-roll. Photo mode during camp. That's much easier. I can do that without bouncing around the map. On Radio Blunty. 69.420. Touch that dial. Alright, set photo mode, not camera snap, right? T. Let's go down low here. I love a low angle. Slow the camera right down. Turn off depth of field. Let's go for a retro aesthetic here. No, maybe tintype. Yeah, tintype works. Alright. Crank up the brightness a little bit. And a chunk. Okay. Grab that, grab those. You watch me do a cranberry. Nope. Did I see? Yep, Mothman. Let's go. Go to the White House and buy the new camera. Yeah, I tried that already. They didn't have any today. That was the first thing I did because I was already inside that location when I started looking at the dailies. Actually, you know what? Let's just do a field repair on this thing. Inspect. Repair. There we go. Because I forgot to do that when I was at camp. Alright. Looks like everyone's distributed around. I'll go and take care of this one. After posting in Discord, I took a really nice photo mode of me and Johnny. Yeah, I haven't actually tried the most recent enhancements to photo mode they did. I keep meaning to. I saw some results of the recent photo competition they ran. I'm posting on social media. They look really good. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Who? No, not you, them. Yes, you. Speak with the interpreter.
No.
Ready for you yet?
Love being able to pose NPCs and such. Yeah. There was a mod around, and probably still is, that lets you do that sort of stuff and spawn in a bunch of NPCs and pose in different ways. I'm glad they built that into the game. Very smart idea.
Children, listen well. 3 pyres have been placed throughout the wise
Found a
one's
mod for
home.
Slipunk that puts more
Their
photo
light
frames
is a vital
in
catalyst
V's
to our
apartment.
ritual.
Oh yeah, that's actually one of the more popular
The
mods.
dim
Last time I was
ones have
scrolling through
attempted to contain our light.
Vortex
Destroy
and
their minds
ordered by
encircling each
popularity.
pyre before we proceed.
I think there's a couple of different mods that do that.
Pyre is attended by a wise one's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His patience does not run as deep as his wisdom.
They are watching!
I think no one's done the one at the church yet. Oh, there it goes.
That metallic sweet aroma? That is one of the purest white bread. That is not enough. Bet us some more on top of our lovely blood flow sweeter donation.
Bum 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 bum. I love this spooky music. I really do. Sklurp. Why am I getting stuck on everything today? Jesus Christ. Every time I move, I get jammed up on another bit of geometry. Well, it's one of those ones where the red stags don't bother spawning. How do you expect us to get blood if you won't spawn the bloody animals? Twofer. I heard one stomping around here. Skaloop. One more. Hi! How'd I miss?
Will not falter. Now to my final.
I think we might have a bad turnout for this event. We're going pretty slowly.
The ritual site has been prepared. The summoning shall commence. Once each of the pyres has
Now you spawn them all in.
go, ignite the
I don't need any more red
flames
stag
of
blood. Leave me alone.
our wise one into the air.
Someone's doing there already. Good.
Ah, yes. The flames of our pyres.
I feel like Nexus
ignite
mods
the
for that game lately have been just a
It
ton of
offers
stupid clothing mods. Yeah,
enlightenment,
that usually
however
happens,
brief it may be.
especially late in the game's
Breathe,
life.
Children.
You go to the
Breathe.
Monster Hunter mod page after the game's been out for a year, and it's basically entirely skimpy armor mods and or nude mods.
Dust and flames and fumes.
Just gooner stuff.
Feel you. Let it soak into your throats. Let it show you the truth. But prepare yourselves, for the heretic Jin ones will be enraged by this vision.
Is it my aim, or is just the server being unkind to the hit detection today? I feel like it might be both.
You must protect our sacred lights. The fires
You're okay with Gunamos? Yeah, I know you are.
fiends. Without the fire's glow,
So am I in theory, but they're just not really my jam.
invitation. The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter.
I make no judgments on people who use that kind of mod. I think it's kind of weird, especially in a game like Monster Hunter, but it's fine.
The heretics bring foul brutes within. Let not your eyes deceive you. All you see before you must die.
I did have the nude
Twisted
Alma and Gemma mod installed for a while. Mostly just for shits and giggles. I didn't find it particularly titillating. I just found it hilarious to watch them just go about their business with nothing on. So, contextually strange. Especially Gemma. Just seemed irresponsible to work at a blacksmith's forge with nothing on. The clothes are skimpy enough as it is for that job.
you must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing.
Drop danger, please. There's no one around. That's interesting. Visually disappeared, but I still got the hit. Not from this distance. Should have switched to the sniper. Bum, ba-doo, ba-da-bum-bum. Oops, still can't drop danger. Come on, buddy. How about now? There we go.
Do you feel it? The wise one draws near. He awaits our signal. Quickly, children. Return to me upon the
Actually, speaking of sniping stuff, like I said, I dropped back into Fallout 4 a bit last night because I wanted to record some footage. This is background stuff for a video I want to make about the Switch 2 version. And I forgot how powerful I made the sniper build in that game when we ran through with Nate Hammer, brother of Bruce Hammer here. I was just one-shotting everything I came across. It was ridiculous.
children. Allow the wise one to
Glorious and ridiculous. Right, I like to light a cigarette or cigar. Okay, let's go down to the drop site. Should be some smokes. Olamayan, hello there. I am new at Fallout 76. Can you help me? I'm really low on ammo and food. What do you need help with specifically? Like how to get ammo and food, or are you confused about the best way to go about that, or specific questions are more useful to the way my brain works, rather than just help me, please help me. Need a bigger backpack. Ah, well that's easy. Do you have the tadpole quest line yet? We'll leave the rest for other people. No. Alright. Who remembers how to trigger the tadpole quest line? I think... It's been a while since I did it. I think you go to the Kitty Corner Caverns, right? Is that how we trigger those? Can I just give you a big one? Okay, dude, listen. Don't play an RPG if you don't want to work to get your stuff. If you just want to sit around and have people give you things, you're playing the wrong type of game. The fun is in earning it. If you just want to run around and shoot things, try, like, Arc Raiders, I guess, is the new big thing. Fallout's the kind of game where you quest and you earn things and you craft things. If you are really low level, and especially if you're on PC where the user base tends to be a little more friendly than console, you'll probably find that high level users will just drop at your feet a bunch of handy consumables, stim packs and shit like that. And, you know, food. But yeah, equipment sort of stuff. Yeah, you might get dropped a few rando legendaries, but it's best to earn it yourself. But yeah, if you want to get a better backpack, come speak to Scout Leader Pompey here, and he starts a quest line where you have to do a bunch of stuff to earn scout badges, and amongst those rewards is a really great backpack with a bunch of extra carry weight. I think it's like plus 60 carry weight if I remember correctly. Where's the place, Sid? Right at top of the map. Kitty Corner Caverns. Just near the big crocodile. Alright, kill an angler. Right. It's Highland Marsh for the anglers, isn't it? Might wind up rerolling this one too. There's not enough anglers on the map to satisfy a daily usually. Wait, is this the right place? I don't know if I'm in the right place. Where's the damn lake? Here we go. Don't see any angler danglers. I might be in the wrong place. Is that the dock? That's not the dock. That's Flare. And your little dog too. Maybe it's big. No, it's not Big Moor. Gopher Lagoon. Oh, it's the Nile Shadows because someone's already there trying to do it. Damn it. Yeah, this is the place I was looking for. I bet you that other player has already wiped them all out. Or maybe not. There might be one there. Can't tell if he's dead. He's dead. Hi, guy. Hope you got all the English you need, because I didn't. Alright, I'll re-roll that one then, because that's another pain in the ass one. And I do have one more free roll for today. So if we get something friendly. Deal a critical hit to an enemy using an automatic weapon in VATS. Yeah, okay. We can do that. Let's see. Let's see if the airport thing is running. We'll just get a big old swarm of enemies to shoot at. Automatic weapon. Critical in VATS, you say? Probably would have been more useful to try the mutants. It'd be hard to stack criticals on enemies this week. Not impossible, though. How did I manage to equip that weapon? Didn't even know I had that in my inventory. Seriously. I don't even have it. And my wheel. How did I? Did I just lose sound? I did just lose sound. God damn it. Second time today that's happened. Yeah, I did pick it up somewhere. Quad disintegrator. Not sure how I just equipped it. But I might need to restart the game because we lost sound. And the only way I got sound back last time was restarting. Oh, I just saw a Medi Queen. Let's, nope, I've lost sound completely on the whole system. It was just the game when it happened this morning. Capture's still running. Yep, no response there at all. Okay. Not having a smooth day today. Oh, there you are in chat. Hey. Yeah, just logged into the game. Oh, you got no sound either? So it's not just me. Interesting. Okay. Still got no system sound. Weird. Nope, no sound. All right, Alt F4. Do a little, please stand by. Give the system a reboot. Kooky. So quiet. All right, how are we doing over there on YouTube? Nobody said anything in YouTube chat in fucking forever. Oh, we do have people. They're just all lurking. Well, whatever I'm the background noise to, I hope you're having a good day over there on YouTube. Let's log into Bazite, please. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum, ba-dee, ba-dum, bum, ba-dee-be-doo. What I should have is Skippy's little tune. I'll put that on a key on the Steam Deck to play when there's no sound. Actually, I should have that file here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it while we're rebooting. Oh, nope, we're back up. Now I'm just curious. I did keep that file, didn't I? Where did I put it? Right, there we go. Repeated. Do we have sound? I have sound back. So it was something at the 6 Fallout killed my system sound. Oh, here it is. I did keep the file. Oh, but my VLC.
Bum bum be dum bum 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 be dum bum
Oh, this one?
bum be dum bum bum be dum bum.
Skippy. We stand Skippy here. Yeah, never do a playthrough of Cyberpunk without getting Skippy. I think I've literally I've done like 6-7 full playthroughs of that game. I think every single one I pick up Skippy. All right, where do we leave off? We need asbestos. Oh, critical hits. Right. Also, let's finish off the popcorn one while I'm here. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oops. Still want a scrap, please. Alright. Tea. Coffee. Bum, bum, be-dum. Bum, bum, be-dum. Always gets stuck on my head. Right, mutants. I don't know what that event was, but I just saw it. Oh, it's load bearing. 1% load bearing. Be-dum, bum, bum, be-dum. More VATS, please. Thought I finished you off. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to leave you to suffer. Right. I was going to say, what scraps down to asbestos? Cigarettes. Where do we see those cigarettes? Oh, cartons of cigarettes, specifically. Still want to do... Oh, you still haven't done the secret ending? Fully do the Cyber Psycho missions. Might wait till Cyberpunk Orion is about to release something. As one last... Yeah, do it as one last hurrah. Yeah, unfortunately we don't... Okay, server 7 a day. That guy's mortal. This guy's not so much. Die already. Spent time over Xmas doing everything I could in Cyberpunk. Probably one of my favorite games now. Yeah. It is. Just a spectacular example of its breed. Which is so hilarious, considering how much of an issue it had at launch. There we go. Nope, that's Mentos. I think someone beat me to the carton. Don't remember exactly where it is, but I'm pretty sure it was that side of the store. Pack of cigarettes, that'll do. Yeah, that was a good ragdoll, very dramatic. You still immortal? Sure are. Good luck with that, buddy. Claim this game for free through the Windows Store. Am I chopped? No. Why would you be? It's the exact same game no matter what launcher you get done. In fact, I've got it. I claimed it for free on the Windows launcher 2 years ago, I think. Maybe 3 years ago when they last offered it for free. Even though I already owned the game on Steam, having a second copy is useful sometimes when you're a content creator. And it was useful. I made a video about how you could transfer stuff from one character to another using 2 different copies of the game. Yes. Yeah, it's only the packs that have got asbestos in them. Thought so. And the cartons as well, I'm pretty sure. So, let's go to the Wayward. They should have a couple of cartons inside. Fallout 4 are the games I could play over and over. Yeah. I'm going to talk about this in the video I'm going to make, but I'm really considering buying Fallout 4 again for what would be the 4th time? Because I bought it when it launched on PC. A little while later I bought it on both the other consoles, but that was like second-hand copies of the discs that cost me like $5 or $10 each, so that barely counts as buying the game. And I don't even have those anymore. I don't think those came with me in the move. Because they'd serve their purpose. But yeah, getting on the Switch too. I'm not going to say too much. I want to save my comments on that for the video I'm making, which might be up by this afternoon, depending on how much energy I have left after the stream. Got all my notes done. All I need to do is say words into a microphone and slap it in front of some footage. There's a really fucking interesting detail, by the way, in the trailer for the Switch 2 edition. Really, really interesting. I'm not going to say what it is. Gotta wait for the video, but I was like, hang on a second. Had to really look closely. Alright, there we go. Is that all the dailies? That's all the dailies. And we don't have the new event yet, do we? No. Oh, it's going for 9 more days. Okay. Alright, cool. We are on our own recognizance, as they say. Where's the boss people? They're not at the guard post. There's got ghouls wandering around. Oh, Scorch wandering around, I should say. Outrageous. Twofer. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they've turned up. There's one of them, at least. Oh, there's the other one. Standing right next to him. It's just making some soup. There are ghouls over there. You got a job to do. I'm going to report you for dereliction of duty. Right there.
We're
Sick.
lost. Brotherhood says they'll build
Not
us
my
a better
problem.
tomorrow. Can we really trust them?
Ridiculous, both of you. Dereliction of duty. Dereliction of duty. I mean, I guess if we were still heavily role-playing Bruce here, that's probably exactly what he'd do. He'd be outraged at the lack of commitment to the job. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to relog. Like, score things doing the endless loop again. God fucking damn it. Oh, problems. Nothing but problems today. I really wish they'd fix that bug. Been years now, and they don't fix that bug. Bought Fallout 4 times, PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and GOG. Yeah, the GOG edition's handy to have, because that's the only edition where you can control not having the anniversary crap jammed in. If you don't want that, and the associated problems with it. You just get the regular, what is it, Collector's Edition? Oh, for fuck's sake! Even relogging hasn't fixed it. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. Sound dies, endless loop, any glitch. Hello, Kevin. How you doing there? Over on the YouTube's chat. Tea, bacon, eggs, and coffee. Perfect start to Sunday morning. I nearly bought some eggs. I was going to do bacon and eggs. Now that I can cook for myself again. I've been enjoying it very much. Although I haven't cooked anything complex yet. Been a bit too lazy for that so far. But just making my own meals again. Oh, it's such a... Never taken that for granted again. But yeah, I nearly bought eggs the other day, and then I saw the prices, and I was like, eh. Maybe not. Didn't even look at the price of bacon. All the cheaper eggs were sold out, so all they had left was the fully, properly, you know, free range, every chicken gets a cuddle at the end of the day eggs. They were like fucking $12 for or $14 for a dozen or something like that. It's horrific. Alright. These guys dereliction of duty people. There's anybody around to shoot, so they're fine.
I'll haul 1,000 boxes or fill 1,000 crates if that's what it takes to join up.
Looks like they're serious about their job. We'll leave them alone. Hey, just a couple more days before they fix the bounties as well. Then we get our 2- and 3-star bounties back. I'm inside somebody. Ew.
You don't have friends here.
I still don't entirely trust Splint.
Eggs are dirt cheap near me. Like $2.50 for free range man eggs. Nice. Actually, I think there is a place. I think there is a place just outside of Ballarat, just as you're coming or going from the town, basically, that does sell eggs from the farm. Should double check. I'm pretty sure I drove past them at one point. Should double check and see if they're any good. Omurice? Oh, omurice. I also like having eggs just when I'm on a ramen kick as well. Just plop it on some of my Shin ramen. Or just Instant noodles in general. Nice to plop a fresh egg on top. Fried. Gently. So the yolk is still runny. Delicious. How'd that miss? Nope. Okay, let's use the proper sniper. New favorite gun is not good for everything. Stop wiggling! You had too much coffee this morning? Calm down. Jesus Christ. Stop wriggling. Oh, they saw me. Stealth failed. That's from above. Spinal compression technique. Thought there was someone left. Oh, oh, oh. Gotcha. Amazing, how you doing there, mate? He just wants 12 eggs for £6. Doesn't even have to be fancy. Eggs and rice, cheap and easy. Although a little rice seasoning goes a long way as well. Peas and ham and Cantonese rice. I did love a good fried rice as well. I haven't had proper fried rice in ages. Need to find out whether there's somewhere local that does it good. There's actually a Vietnamese restaurant I went past the other day. A little shopping complex thing. Should try out someday. I don't think I've seen any Thai places though, unfortunately. Tunnel of Love. Is anyone running Tunnel of Love? One person. Let's go help. Nope. I think that one person came and went. Yep. Nobody here. I need to get a rice cooker.
Life may be rough around here during the day. When it turns night, man, that sky gets me every time.
Oh, hey, Corey, by the way.
There will always be
Up to this camera.
Burning Springs.
All these bounty hunters running around. If only they could unite.
Found my curry rice, my curry sauce. Found it in the supermarket. One of the last Coles supermarkets I hadn't checked yet. They stock it. It's apparently a regular item. And it's the brand I like. Yay. One of my safe foods.
Help yourself to a bag.
But yeah, now I definitely need to get a rice cooker now. I might try that teeny tiny little, like, is that big, like $15 rice cooker from Kmart. I don't want to exactly throw away $15 on a stupid little ridiculous tiny rice cooker that probably sucks, but I'm so curious about the damn thing. Morning, Stag. Game music looks it up. All right, let me send down. Actually, it probably is because we are playing on the Linux rig, and while the save files sync, my sound settings probably didn't. No, they sure didn't. Yeah, we need to turn the radios way down. Menu music down. General music down a bit more. About there. Oh no, we need to turn that to none, thank you. Yeah, I need to double check all my settings there, I think. Whoops. Got one, first price 30, but rice not consistently well cooked. Yeah. It really sucks that I had to leave my rice cooker behind. It was just too heavy and bulky. It was a really fancy, what they call fuzzy logic, Japanese one. Die already. This gun is not as effective as some other guns, but it is fun. I love the handmade. Post mine in the Discord if you want to look it up later. Not anything crazy. It does have a setting for oats grits. I tend to use instant oats anyway, so it doesn't worry me much. Should room for rice cooker. We eat rice all the time, so we don't have room in a tiny kitchen. Yeah, I mean, my last couple of kitchens were very, very tiny as well, but I can't do without a rice cooker. Like, not just for my Japanese curry, but just when I'm in a big old depressive slump, just being able to dump some rice and water in a thing and press a button and have a, you know, the bulk of a meal ready without any extra effort. All I need to do is, like, dump some tuna on top or rice seasoning, bit of Kewpie mayo or something, you know. Absolute dead basic meal just to keep myself alive while I'm slumped in a depression. Literally can't do without. Well, I guess I can, because I did for 5 months in the bloody van, but I wasn't happy about it. Where are you? Someone left. Can't find them. Let's make some noise. Nope, no idea. No idea. Yeah, the skybox in this part of the map is pretty impressive, right? Aurora. Pretty Aurora. It's nice to see that in full quality as well, because again, while I was playing this on the RGLA, while in the van, I couldn't really see it in full quality. I could tell it was probably pretty, but
Lots of new faces in town.
At least there's plenty of repeat business in here.
look, whoever you are, move from the spawn spot, would you? I'm tired of spawning inside your chest.
Been down below. Stinks down there.
Your life hit rock bottom too?
What happened to that guy?
Wish I could come down to the bar sometime. No. The Rust King has eyes everywhere.
This place never runs out of bounds, does it?
Can I... Hello, please? Thank you. Oh, I'm about ready to give up on this game today. It's just fighting me, everything I do. Couldn't even click on the map icon properly there. I don't think 76 wants to be enjoyed today. This way, right? There we go.
I gotta look out for Deathclaw eggs. The king would notice me then.
Where are you? There you are. Right at my sides.
The longer I hunt, the better kill.
Come on, Vets. Come on, Vets. Swear to God. Vets meth. It's just absurd. 80% hit chance? No. Take 7 shots.
I can't wait to return the favor. Wherever you are.
I'm right here. I'm being stealth. So stealth. I do the best stealth. Nobody does stealth better than me. Now the taste of prawn when there's still a little bit of shell on it. That definitely what I think a Deathclaw baby would taste like inside an egg. Wait, what? I don't know. I don't think Deathclaws that taste like seafood. They're technically mutated from chameleons in the lore. A really specific kind of chameleon called the horned chameleon. You probably know them. They got little horns over their eyebrows and one little one on their nose. That's what the Deathclaws were mutated from, apparently. Forget which Fallout game that lore comes from, but it's there somewhere. I looked it up on the wiki once. So it probably tastes more like crocodile, if anything. And crocodile tastes somewhere between chicken and duck. Sort of. I always had trouble trying to describe the taste of crocodile. So I have had it. I thought it was only fair for an Australian to eat a crocodile. So when I was at a restaurant once that had exotic meats, I went, yep, I love the croc. And my mate had camel. We shared a bite of each other's meal so we could taste the other one as well. Didn't really love camel. Croc was alright though. Modifying DNA of Jackson's chameleons. That's the one. Jackson's chameleons. Using the FEV to create superior bipedal combat instead of replace human troops in the battlefield.
Damn this place. I'd get out. Have to Journey
Damn,
weren't
this
likely
place.
to kill me.
I get out if the journey weren't likely to kill me.
More where those came from. Help yourself. Been a good while since someone tried something stupid.
DDR5 memories off the charge. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's have a look at what the prices are today. Just out of curiosity. Let's go to my favorite little PC parts site here, PC Case Gear. And DDR5. Oh! Oh! Alright. You want 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance, RGB, 6000 megahertz, CL36 DDR5? Just, poof, really nice RAM for a gaming rig. Really nice game for RAM for a gaming rig. Yeah, that'll cost you 769 Australian dollars right now. That's almost the entire cost of the rig I just built. How about a more reasonable 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance, not the RGB kind, 5200 megahertz, CL40 DDR5. Yeah, that's $400. That's just $399 right on the barrel head there. All right, let's sort by price, lowest first. How cheaply can we possibly get DDR5? Nope, that's just accessories. That's no. Okay, that's not in stock. Some motherboard results. Alright, we're already sailing past 250. Oh, here we go. So, it looks like the cheapest in-stock RAM right now. No, that's DDR4. In fact, that's the RAM I bought. The Team T-Force Falcon Z. Why are you showing me DDR4 results in my DDR5 search? That's stupid. Still haven't found any. Still scrolling up the price. We're past 300 now and haven't seen any. Nope. I'm getting some fairly high-end motherboards at this point. That's DDR4 as well. Here we go. The cheapest possible DDR5 memory that is in stock on PC Case Gear, one of the major PC component specialists in Australia that all us nerds use. Kingston Fury Beast, 16 gig, so it's a 2x8 kit, 6000 megahertz, CL36, so decent, damn decent. $399 for a 16 gig kit of gamer ready RAM. Fuck. Holy shit. Two 6 of DDR4 T-Force RAM sitting in a drawer. Is that your nest egg? That's your retirement fund, is it? Yeah, let's hope the AI bubble just explodes soon. I'm tired of waiting. Holy shit, no wonder Valve's being cagey about price and availability of the Steam machine. Although you'd think they'd have a stockpile of them built already before the RAM prices shot up, right? Like, they're not building them right now, are they? It's like the Nintendo Switch 2. Those things were in manufacturing production like up to 9 months before release. The earliest rumors started coming out and shots of the motherboards and stuff from the manufacturers. They're not building these things on demand. But I guess they still have to set a price that's sustainable if they do have to build more than they've got stockpiled already. Oh, I'm over in cupboard. Booze will fix everything. Booze, the solution and cause of all life's problems. Small continue production, yeah. Still though, they could still launch and say, hey, limited quantities, because blame AI dickheads. I would love for Gabe just to say that. Go, hey, we've got 20,000 of these. Get in quick. Blame the AI dickheads for not having enough. Just see what happens to the headlines.
Stealing again. So much for an agreement.
You better not be looking for trouble.
Gets the rest of his PC resellers will soon be out of business. One of the big brands. Who was it? It was.
You gotta test the product, Clark.
Hey there.
It's all about.
Yeah, but I forget who it was. But yeah, one of the bigger brands in RAM was like, yeah, we're not going to sell consumer stuff anymore. We can't do that. It's not sustainable. We're only going to sell to our industrial clients now.
Unless you've got business, keep on walking.
So yeah, we're already losing brands out of the consumer space because of it. I think it was Crucial, wasn't it? Sounds right. So I've had much of a die for next month. Yeah, I mean, not upgrading for a while is actually not going to be too hard because Nvidia aren't doing any super cards this year. Like they're not doing the 5060 Super or anything like they have been doing for the last decades worth of video cards. And news just broke that even the 6000 series cards, which were expected late this year, perhaps, they're delayed for nobody knows how long, just because they can't make them with the prices of RAM the way they are right now. Just can't. Makes no sense. So PC gaming is going to be in a holding pattern as far as performance goes. Which, frankly, I think is a fantastic thing. Because constantly chasing, the next performance upgrade, upgrading your graphics card, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to do that when you're a PC gamer, but the temptation to do it is always there. Like, every year there's an upgrade that could make a, give you another 10% performance or something. So, yeah, we're going to slap into a holding pattern on that for a while. Don't know what AMD is going to do. AMD haven't said anything about their next graphics cards, except for the fact they're staying on the current architecture. And the new architecture, the Adreno 6 or whatever it is, that's exclusively for APU stuff for the time being, apparently. They're not putting that into discrete cards or something. Something along those lines, anyway. I forget what I read. Ginger people, hello there. I have tried playing Fallout 76 and noticed a lot of stuttering. Must having a 5070 Ti. Just wondering if you have similar issues. No. I mean, I'm on an AMD card here, so if it's an NVIDIA specific issue,
Heard it's green over the river.
I mean, even then, my new editing rig has a 5050 in it, and I did test this game on that in a recent video. Didn't have any stuttering issues. I'm not sure what you'd blame for that. I'm trying to think if I've ever had stuttering issues in this game. Don't think I have. So it might be something weirdly specific to your system or setup or... Don't know. Have you tried rolling back your graphics card driver? Sometimes the latest NVIDIA drivers are released a bit raw and they come with problems. Actually, same is true for AMD sometimes, although less recently. A couple of years ago, when I first built this gaming rig with the 7900 XTX in it, there was a couple of times I had to roll back the graphics card driver for things like Cyberpunk, I think at the time, was fairly finicky on it. Had to roll back a version or two to make that game run properly. Yeah, last couple, it's been pretty stable. The AMD driver side of things for the past at least a year or so, I reckon. And I know on... Seriously, what's happening with my stamina today? It's been all weird. Yeah, the coffee's definitely not working like it should. Have we got some sort of weird debuff? Well, everything there is normal. Come on, where's all the red stacks at? Can't even hear any. There's one. Yep, server's definitely having a thing. 3 shots from this gun to get a red stake to fall over? Nope.
The ritual site has been prepared. The summoning shall commence once each of the pyres has been lit. Go, ignite the flames
looks like we got
as I
someone in
release
every pyre.
the
Good, good.
dust of our wise one into the air.
Times when it slows,
The
the
flames
fuse
of
picks
our
up.
pyres
What's
ignite
on the...
the
Wait.
moth It offers enlightenment, however brief it may be.
Sorry, scrolling back to catch up with the
Breathe,
context on that.
children. Breathe.
Yeah, 59 aren't in production anymore.
Through his eyes, children. Let
I think the same is true for the 5070s at the moment. They're hard to get.
Feel you. Let it soak into your
Humid and warm in Sydney, and then Fenimore.
show you.
I don't miss the humidity of Sydney at all.
For the heretic dead ones will be enraged by this vision.
The humidity here in Ballarat's, I mean, we've had a couple of days where it's been a little bit uncomfortable, but compared to Sydney's average humidity in summer and stuff like that, it's way better here.
Without the fire's glow, our guest may refuse our invitation.
Averaging 60-70%.
Slay them, children. Offer their order.
This temperature's averaging 60. I thought we were still talking about humidity. Current CPU temp 60-70. That's quite cool for a GPU. It's, you know, kind of ideal.
The heretics bring foul brutes with them.
This GPU tends to run pretty warm, actually.
See before you
Anyway,
no matter its shape.
bring up my stats, please.
These twisted
Oh, I don't have the temperature on that overlay. Never mind.
of the false one.
You guys alright in there? Took you a long time to kill that guy.
Fires are headed toward the waterside fire, children. You must protect it.
But yeah, it's not unusual for this GPU to run 100, 105 degrees.
From all sides. Leave no pile leave no heretic left standing.
But it's well within its specs. And I do like to keep the fans quiet. I'd rather it run a bit toasty than noisy. Although, that said, with the new filters from the new noise filters from NVIDIA, I could probably turn those fans up and you'll never hear it on the microphone these days. It is an old habit, keeping them that quiet. Sitting there staring at a guy. That's what he does focus there. Three front intake. One rear exhaust, I'm guessing that's supposed to be. 3 fans on top. And CPU cooler. That's the kind of setup I used to have. Right now it's just like 3 fans in front, 1 at the back. The top of the case is well ventilated, so a lot of air just vents out there through natural convection as well.
Do you feel it? The wise one draws near. He awaits our signal. Quickly, children, return to me upon the museum's rooftop. We must invite him to us, to show him our love and our gratitude. Dance, sing, shout.
Some PC fans complete everything? Yeah. Like, one of the major advantages of having, like, too many fans is you can run them all at minimum speeds and still get decent airflow. But there is a point of diminishing returns.
Come, children. Allow the wise
12 intake fans. I've seen servers with less cooling.
bask in his infinite wisdom.
How do you even fit 12 intake fans in a single case? It's one of the old extended ATX cases or something. Full tower cases. Now, does anyone still make full tower cases?
Watch your back.
Damn things used to stand, you know, thigh high from the floor.
This place never runs out of bounties, does it?
I have 2 big 240 intake fans on the front, 4 outtake fans. Oh, don't do that. What you've got there is what you call negative pressure. If you've got more outtake than intake, that means the case is more likely to suck in air and dust from any cracks or whatever in the case. Any gaps in the panels, any other venting that it might have. You really want positive pressure. You want more intake than outtake. It will help keep your PC a lot cleaner, a lot longer. Son of a bitch! Fucking AP, regen already! Just need a little boost. Yeah, there's something really wrong with my AP regen. Am I? No, I'm in the right build and everything. Something weird's going on with AP today. Not very swift-footed after all. Yeah, the funny thing is with those swift-footed outlaws, they do run really, really fast, but like 80% of the time, my first shot cripples them, so they never move at all. I don't know if swift-footed makes you particularly vulnerable to be crippled, but it's a really weirdly consistent thing with the outlaws when I'm doing these bounty hunts. First shot almost always cripples them, and then just glued to the floor.
So many new faces coming in. Things must be even more dire
When
outside
you're new here,
Phoenix
do you
Springs.
go get loot discarded by them pros? I mean, yeah, if you're new to the game, you can turn up to... Oh, there's none running. Yeah, turn up to the events that run, and you can pick up a lot of loot for very little effort. All you have to do is just not die, put a bullet or two into any enemy you see just to tag them for the loot.
If it isn't the big shot bounty hunter.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent way to
Help yourself to a bounty.
stock up on some ammo and some gear early on. Just kind of just installed the Signal app. It can't handle my RAM memories for some reason. They stick to the MSI Origin app. Can't open anyone since I have installed Signal. I'm so confused by that entire sentence. Got the 5070 Ti, very impressed. Not far from 5080. Yeah, the Ti is usually pretty good value. When I got back into PC gaming, like a little over a decade ago, I guess, it was the 980 Ti was my choice, and it was just such a workhorse of a machine. That graphics card was fantastic. Stealth. About to post feed pics for ammo, struck like crazy. Yeah, ammo drops depend on the gun as well. Some weapon types are more generous on the drops than others. You'll find that automatic weapons tend to chew more ammo than you get back. But yeah, stuff like my sniper rifle, so I've got 10,000 rounds. That's just all from generating ammo from kills. I had like 1,800 to start with when I started using this particular weapon. But it drops so much more ammo than it uses because it's such a high damage single shot weapon. So if you're struggling with ammo, try a non-automatic single shot high damage weapon for a while. Also running the expeditions, I'm pretty sure it's still the case, but the enemies only drop ammo in expeditions. How am I still in caution? This stealth build is busted. Just standing on top of a fucking truck shooting these guys, and I can't tell where I am. You okay there, buddy? Trying to be stealthy? Nope. Look at this guy. He's trying to hide. No. I'm just hiding. Out of that noise. Shush. Yeah, 1080 Ti is also brilliant. I don't think I had. I had the 1080, but not the 1080 Ti. 3060 Ti I had as well. They were great. New to the game, level 44. I bought them Harvey bundle. That weapon ad Victorium is insane. It breaks all the time. Yeah. You find a lot of the more powerful melee weapons are prone to breaking. You can get perk cards to help out with that. Oops. God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong key. I don't think I'm actually running it at the moment. But there is... what category is under intelligence? Yeah, there's Gunsmith that makes guns break 50% slower, but there's an equivalent one for... Yeah, there it is. Makeshift Warrior. Makes your melee weapons break 80% slower. So if you're running melee as main, absolutely run the Makeshift Warrior perk. In my melee build for this character, which I'm not running at the moment, this makes a huge difference to how quickly my Power Fist breaks. It's like massive. Kind of stuff that involves murdering people from a bush and the enemy just saying must have been the wind. Yeah, that's what this build does. What was that? Must have been the wind. The wind made my friend's head explode. 4 foot from me. Yeah. So an EB was called Electronics Boutique. Remember? Yeah, PC games are still being sold in boxes on shelves when I was a retail guy as well. Alright, nobody's at Campfire Towers. I'm going to go over there just in case someone turns up. People usually turn up for this one. This reminds me of that show on Amazon Prime called Fallout. Yeah, right? So many similarities. I think the people who wrote that show just ripped off this game, quite honestly. They're probably going to get sued. Like the whole vibe. And, oops, don't know that. What's the V? Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I'm stealth, so you can't see my Pip-Boy. I was going to make a joke about the Pip-Boy, but I'm stealth, so you can't see it. There we go. Yeah, even this, it looks just like the wrist computers they were in the show. It's ridiculous, right?
This on? Oh, good. I'm sure glad the speakers are still working. Hello, campers. Ready for a frightful tale? Remember, these tales are
For the
interactive,
past
so
year,
put on your brave face
Asus
and
ROG
act out the story
2080
with
Ti
Fred.
and PCVR was working like a charm. Stable damage.
Terrors
That's nice.
of the Dark. Seems the holotape has some errors. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I still haven't tried VR on the Bazite install here. In theory, it should work fine, but I haven't tried it yet.
This story is about me, a pioneer scout.
VR and under Linux is only going to get better as well, with Valve bringing out their new headset, which is sitting on top of a Linux operating system and its little hardware inside.
I want to get up, but the shadows are reaching for me. They're gonna attack me. Please help me fend them off.
And of course, there's a lot of other standalone headsets, including the Meta ones that run on Android. There's their operating system underneath it all, so it's essentially Linux in many ways.
I face my fears and burst out from under the covers, not stopping until I've made it
For the
outside.
Steam frame.
There,
I've sold
I
both my
see the warm
MetaQuest and
glow
put
of a
the
campfire. My fellow
I don't
scouts are talking by the fire.
I don't know how I'm going to pay for that thing.
And I try
I
to
can't
warn
sell my
them.
MetaQuest for it
It's not
because I'm going to
safe
need
be
that
out
for
in the
comparisons
There's
for
something
videos
out
and
there.
stuff.
I know.
At least for a
because my
while.
brother, he stayed out past dark.
Yeah, trying to find a way to get the Steam machine and the Steam frame so I can make videos about them. Basically impossible, I think, for me right now, which is a shame.
Each other all into the night.
Unless I can find a way to get a sponsor out of it. Which might be possible with Steam Frame, because I do have a couple of contacts with people who make VR accessories. Okay, you making any accessories for this?
So I go into
Sponsor me the cost of the rig and I'll make a bunch of review videos of your accessories. How about that? Doesn't hurt to ask. Worst they can do is ignore you. Second worst is just say no. Actually, speaking of being ignored, the Bamboo Labs people, I emailed them like a week and a half ago. Still no answer back. I think they're going to ignore me, unfortunately. And as you guys were talking about specs and so on, PC specs, we got a Legion 5 3060, just bought a 2TB SSD. And the game runs better, yeah. That's a really nice sweet spot of graphics performance, those 3060s. The 60 series cards are always some of the best value, sort of dollar per performance.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but
Especially if you're only sitting at like 1080 or 1440p.
your emergency protocol says we do.
Which most gamers are.
Camper flag. Now, I'm almost certain I counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in
Steam will probably be 900 USD. Yeah, I've got no idea what they're going to price the Steam frame at.
And remember the buddy system.
Complete wild guess at the moment. The good news is, it doesn't use DDR5 RAM. It'll use something a lot cheaper than that. Because, yeah, the brains that are on board are mostly there just to have games streamed to it. So it's not very powerful.
Thanks for your efforts,
It's just basically
now, I found a holiday
basically some
that
phone
this
hardware,
displays
just like the
bed.
MetaQuest
I hope
is.
that
But
this will explain what's going on.
It was easy to slip away with the fire.
yeah, it won't need much
Easier than I thought. Right about now, the rest of the scouts
RAM, and the RAM needed for it isn't very expensive. So I don't know if the current AI shit is going to affect their pricing model for the Steam frame too much.
Something's out there. Telling the story seems like the only way to prove it's
Laughing Smith, hello. Not seen you on my feeds for 2 weeks. Now you got a roof. I do have a roof.
I wrote it, uploaded it,
And doors and everything.
no one believes me
Roof,
about
doors,
the
walls,
monster,
the whole
so
deal.
I had to do something.
Couple of
Got my
windows,
brother Ronnie. Something got my camp counselor.
floor, carpet even,
And now,
shower, toilet, kitchen.
what is that?
Fucking luxury, mate.
No. No, it can't be.
What do you guys think of a melee build? Is it noob friendly? Not especially. Like, if you know what you're doing, a melee build can be brutally effective. Because that's what this character right here. This is not my original character. This is a character we role-played called Bruce Hammer. Who I started a couple of years back, I think. And his whole deal was I was using melee exclusively with him. Because historically, melee has sucked in Fallout games. Particularly these modern ones like Fallout 4 and 76, which is the same engine as 4. Melee has been awkward and shitty and not nearly as effective as anything else, so I started as a meme build just to see how good I could make melee on this character. And it turns out, when I got to the end of the build process and fine-tuned everything, he was astonishingly brutal. Like 1 or 2 tapping most stuff just by punching it in the head. It was grossly powerful. But you do need to know what you're doing to make this build work properly. And that is the best way to do things. Learn what you're doing and make your own first build. Because if you just copy-paste someone else's build off a website or a YouTube video, you're not going to learn anything about the game. So you're not going to have as much fun, and when you want to do a custom build of your own, you're not going to know how to do it properly. So definitely start with making your own build. And yeah, melee might be a difficult way to go at first. Not impossible, but... yeah, I don't know whether I'd necessarily recommend it for a first time through. Trying to reach level 50 to be ghoul. Meta, yeah. I tried out the ghoul for a bit. I thought it was going to make the melee build stronger, and it did, but not strong enough to deal with all the other stuff the ghoul has to deal with. The micromanaging of rage and rads and that kind of crap. There's only so much micromanagement of that stuff I can deal with. Is the heat wave still killing Aussies? No, it's calmed down. I mean, it's still pretty hot because, you know, we're at the sizzling end of summer. But we're not currently in a heat wave. Certainly not a big broad one like we had a couple of times recently. Yeah, it's still pretty warm. Yeah. what is today forecast for? I didn't even look. Yeah, heading for 30 degrees today Celsius, so gonna be a toasty one, but not nearly as bad as it has been. Oops. Excuse me, could you scrap, please? Thank you. Alright, I'm still overweight for some reason. Why am I overweight? Sort by stack weight. Oh, I'm carrying 67 grenades. That's not happening. That's not helping. Alright, let's go ahead and equip those grenades and start using them. Might as well. Weapons.
This ain't a place to make friends.
It sucks here. But it's home.
So I'm just waiting for someone in chat to make the joke. I don't think anybody is.
Running low on caps. Time to take on a
One
bounty.
show the magic number. Oh, you made the different joke. I was waiting for someone to go 6, 7. But I guess my current viewership is not young enough for that. Oops. Concentrate. God. Order sequence. Order of operations, Lunty. Calm down. You're not concentrating. Your brain's going spurty. Spurty? Yeah, my brain's going spurty. That's a word that people use. I think I focus on the main quest. Yeah. Get the main quest out of the way. It unlocks a bunch of stuff, and quite frankly, it's the most tedious part of the game, so clear that away. And then everything else afterwards gets more and more fun. Yes, vendors share the caps, so you can't bounce around the wasteland, draining one vendor after another of all their caps. Very frustrating, and has been a pain point for quite some time in the game, and many people complain about it when they discover it. But it's not going to change. It's been like that for a very long time. Making 69 jigs of shiz mage now. Yeah. Funnily enough, it used to be a sign of immaturity. Now it's a sign of maturity, somewhat. I'm still making those jokes. In fact, I made that joke on Friday when my character got to level 369, which... Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Level 351. Oh, no, it was my hunter rank in Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's right. It was yesterday. We got to 369 hunter rank, and I made the 69 joke. I just went, oh, level 369. Nice. Would you please come out where I can see your head? I can see the shimmer of your stealth. Fine. I'll come down and get you. It was close. Didn't see you. Nope, that's not where your head is. That's not where your head is. What the hell? Where'd he go? He was standing there. I saw the shimmer.
How kind of you to shit.
How kind of you to shit. What? It was an awfully loud weapon for someone stealthing. Silly. Oh, jeez. Hi. Ow. My hubris. Ow, my hubris. I was about to say that'll teach me, but no, it won't. We all know it won't teach me a damn thing. Excuse me, I need my cork back for my junk shield. Thank you. Alpha lock. For those of you wondering why I need that cork. Junk shield. Gain resistance based on your luck and amount of junk held. Carry cork because it's very, very light. Carrying 100 of it grants me a nice big fat defensive boost. Which, where is it? Plus 95 energy resist, plus 95 damage resist. Just for carrying around a bunch of cork. Jesus Christ. That took a few bullets. Right there, buddy? Hey, what level? I do love the 50 cal. Out of all the heavy weapons, I think the 50 cal is my favourite. Just satisfying to use. I think we're clear. Junk shield's the goat? Yeah, junk shield's amazing. Hello, Felix. I mean, how much does that cork weigh?
This place never runs out of bounties, does it?
Yeah, less than one. Thanks to the other perks reducing junk weight. So it weighs basically nothing. And all it costs me is a single point on my perks.
Rust King's goons.
Good deal, as far as I'm concerned. Good deal.
Help yourself.
The only downside is when you get killed, you have to go back for your cork. Because it's a minor pain in the ass to farm that much cork.
Lots of newcomers. Always good for business.
I've accidentally lost it a couple of times. Once because I didn't get back in time because I wasn't focused on what I was doing. Another time because my loot bag dropped below the map. Like I could see it on my little radar, a little icon for it, but it was just below the ground somewhere, glitched out, and I couldn't get it back. I was very angry at that. I mean, it doesn't take that much effort to get 100 cork. For fuck's sake, what the hell is going on with the AP? It's so frustrating. I've done that leap from drone to train so many times. Just don't understand why the AP isn't regenning as fast as it should. That was hopeless. That was better. Okay, they ready? Always play with your food. Overweight again. All right. I need to be using those grenades to drop my weight down a bit. Booze will fix it. Booze equals strength equals carry weight. Might rejig my perks later today or tomorrow once I get the game installed on Linux. Cachios is being a pain. Yeah, Cachios. I keep calling it Cachios. Don't know why. Cachios. I did install on the editing rig, as you no doubt saw the video. I don't like it. Like, yeah, it's built for, you know, supposedly peak performance and everything. But because it's a, you know, dirt basic Arch install, basically, everything I've tried to do with it, I've had to spend extra time searching for and then manually installing, running command lines to go get stuff that's not in their you know, little storefront thingy. And yeah, it's just, I get why some Linux users might like it because it doesn't install anything and you only install the stuff that you need, and I get that, you know, minimal bloat. But Bazite installs the things you need if you're a gamer, and you don't really have to chase down anything. So yeah, I don't think Cashi's for me. Like even installing Chrome was a pain in the ass on Cache, and I know, you know, boo Chrome, use Chromium. No, I like to use the Google Sync stuff. As crappy as Google is, there's lots of stuff that it does, syncing browsers across multiple devices, that I use all the time.
Need to reach out to May. Haven't heard from her in a while. I used to like it, but there's a big black bar over top of the tray. It would go away even when we refill. Jesus. Weird.
Yeah, I get why people like it, but it's not for me. I'm not using Linux because I want absolute fine control over every tiny little thing, and I want to spend days, you know, fiddling with stuff to perfect it. I'm using Linux because I want the operating system to get out of my fucking way, which Windows doesn't. Mac OS does, although not as much as it used to. Yeah, the fiddling around with you know, shit like Bazite recently, it's reminded me of why I liked using Macs in the first place, because the operating system gets out of your way and lets you do the stuff you want to be doing, not preparing for the stuff you want to be doing, or fixing something so you can do the stuff you want to be doing, or working around bloat, you know, AI adware bullshit like Windows does when you're trying to do shit. Like the fucking start bar search doesn't even work in Windows. For 2 versions now, I search for a file name that I know I have, like something specific. Oh, I need this, but you type in, and it just doesn't find it. Like in the files, it's just nothing you do makes that system work properly, and it's just one of the endless frustrations with Windows. I'm just at the end of my goddamn rope with. Unfortunately, I am stuck with Windows 11 for the time being on the main machine, because I did try to install OBS and all the other stuff that I need to do the streams, for example, on the Cache install, and it turns out the Camlink Pro that I use, the PCIe HDMI capture device that has 4 HDMI inputs for cameras, just doesn't want to work. Just doesn't work on Linux properly. Like, there are some workarounds that kind of get it working, apparently, but it's such a fucking bullshit fuss. And it's not Linux's fault, it's Elgato. They just don't fuck around with drivers for their shit, which I think they're going to have to change, because they, you know, Elgato stuff targets gamers, and gamers more and more and more are going to be moving to Linux and SteamOS. They're going to need to make their shit work with Linux soon. If one of you Elgato guys are watching, lurking today, I know you do sometimes, mate. I know you pop around my streams every now and again. If you're listening, get the team working on Linux drivers and Linux software for your shit. That's basically the only thing holding me back at this point. My other capture card, you know, with the pass-through that I use for game capture, that works just fine. It worked instantly, no fuss. I installed OBS, I told it to look for the capture card, and it found it. And it fed the gameplay right to OBS like it should. But Elgato shit? That Cam Link Pro doesn't work at all under Linux, and the Steam Deck doesn't have any native software or anything. There are third-party stuff, but they're feature crippled compared to the official stuff. And I'm not sure if that's going to affect me directly, but it's annoying to know. So yeah, for the moment, the main rig is still trapped on Windows. Even DaVinci Resolve, which is my editor of choice, that's apparently a bit of a fiddly bastard to get installing and running on Linux in most distros. Like, it will install and run, but you have to jump through a few hoops to get it to do it properly and be consistent and stable, apparently. And that's not something I want to deal with when it's such a mission critical part of my work. I need my editor to just fucking work. I don't want to fiddle with it. I just want to start it and work. So that's, yeah, that's frustrating. But with the exception of a small issue I'm having with Monster Hunter, with texture loading, yeah, the gaming rig under Bazite is working great. Absolutely great. You're seeing it work great right now. I mean, underneath the usual jankiness of 76, but still. God damn it, another resilient one. I hate the resilient ones. I want to kill from a distance. I'm in a sniper build and I'm going to have to go punch you to make sure you're dead. I haven't tried Popos in a while. That was like the first kind of gaming specific, or, you know, they don't really sell it for gaming, but it had a bunch of gaming stuff ready to go, like Steam was ready to go inside Pop!OS and stuff. I haven't tried Pop!OS in 4 or 5 years, I think. Really should revisit it and see how it's going these days. So I did quite like it. But yeah, this was pre-Steam Deck last time I tried it, so gaming was still pretty jank on Linux back in those days. Yeah, I did like Pop!OS, and I liked System 76's sort of philosophy in general around how they do things with their hardware. Although I don't think they even ship to Australia. Not that I have any need for one of their pre-builts, but still. I like that there's a company out there doing pre-builts on laptops with a brand-controlled Linux install on top. What is a distro? Distro is the flavors of Linux. So you've got things like Fedora, or Bazite, or Mint. They're just basically just different distributions. Like, they all have the same Linux core. Well, more or less the same Linux core.
Can't find me here.
But they distribute with different desktop environments, perhaps. Different pre-installs. They might be specifically tweaked for different kinds of users or kinds of work. Bazite, for example, is built to very closely resemble SteamOS, but have a much, much broader range of hardware that's compatible with. And Pop!OS, which is what we're just talking about, is made by a company who does their own PC hardware, like pre-built desktops and laptops and stuff, and they have their own Linux distribution they sell along on top of that, so they can give reliable support and control everything in-house.
We are his iron fist.
Grenade use. Each one of you makes me lighter. More carry weight. Woo! It's full of explosions. You're already dead. I think we're clear. Go do the flare. Who's going to do the flare? Go do the flare. We're clear. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. Clear. Boom. All right. Spread out. Did I not actually start the bounty of my own? Over encumbered. Sigh. I need to make more pocket space.
The ghouls are lucky we let them stay here.
Your life hit rock bottom too?
Please, thank you. Even the interface is laggy today. There we go. Better.
If it isn't the big shot bounty hunter, keep your head down.
Why do I always walk the wrong way?
Someone might get a price.
Turn left at the fork in the road. Turn left.
Now you need a fix to get you through another day. Clark is what you need.
Wonder who's running guns for the rest
Anything you need at all.
Up is the 5th most popular distro on DistroWatch. Really? Interesting.
Wish I
Wouldn't
could
have thought
see
it was
you
right
for
up there.
forever.
What's above it?
It's way too dangerous to leave town.
I really hate those damn raiders. Wish they would leave us the hell alone.
I would imagine Fedora. Probably Red Hat. Is Red Hat still a thing? Used to be a big thing. I feel like I haven't heard about Red Hat in a while. Well, let's use the bow. Just for funsies. Where's my tea gone? Am I out of company tea? That can't be right. I'm not. Why wasn't it on my thing? The game's being all kinds of weird today. The fuck, man?
What was that?
Debian, MX Linux. Don't know if I know about that one. Mint and Kashi. Oh, Kashi's right up there. Interesting. I expected Mint. Okie dokie. Quiet, you. Not much more. Thank you for alerting me to your presence wherever you are. There you are. Mine's bigger. So a screenshot this code of what I saw. Oh, the rankings on Distribunch. Cool. I'll check that out. Let's have a look. Posted in the hardware channel, but it's about software. Ugh, outrageous. I'm gonna have to ban you. Oop, give me a second. Hey! 760 Rust King victims. Didn't even know I was that close to that one yet. I guess with all the bounties. Alright, yeah. Oh, Kashi's right up top. Interesting. Kashi, Mint, MX Linux, Debian, Papas, Zorin, I've heard of that. Endeavor, I've heard of that. Manjaro. I would have expected Manjaro to be a bit higher up. Fedora's down at number 9. Ubuntu's down at number 10. Wow. That's out at 14. That's above Arch. Wouldn't have expected that. Nixos is another one I've heard about. Apparently the people running that one have kind of drifted away. Yeah, Mint is probably the next one I'm going to try on the main machine, seeing as I don't like Kashi. I've heard friendly and good things about Mint. Wasn't sure where the quick channel. Yeah, I was just poking fun. Doesn't matter. You don't really have a software channel, do I? I've got games, but not software channel. We don't really talk about software in general.
I'll never seems to get small.
That often in the Discord, I guess.
Grab a bounty.
Certainly not OSs.
Never runs out of bounties, does it?
let's have a look. How's YouTube viewership? Steadily rising, staying steady. Not a big number, but steady number. Again, hopefully those of you chilling out over on YouTube, you're not very active in chat, but hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. Hanging out, listen to me shoot the shit. Oops, fell off the rock slightly. Yes, you take a seat. Oh, your head came completely off. It's alright, it's perfectly safe. You're wearing a helmet. Both their heads popped right off their necks. I think they saw me. Oh shit. My hubris again! Okay, I need to stop doing that. It's 2 unnecessary deaths today because I was dicking about. My cork back, please. Thank you. Alright, let's go get my revenge. Where'd you go?
Wait to hit Highway Town again.
There you are.
That's always good. Eyes open. I heard
I'm over here. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Big summer blowout. I need to rewatch Frozen. Oh wait, was that from Frozen 2? The Big Summer Blowout guy? Was he in Frozen 1? I forget. It's one of those little movie lines that got stuck in my echolalia part of my brain for a while. It hasn't popped out in a while, but I saw someone else do it in a Monster Hunter playthrough, or whatever video I was watching a couple of nights ago, and he used it a couple of times in the video. Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. And now I can't stop saying it again. You got mint on your cheaper laptop? It's nice. Good. Do you think they push the Mothman event too much in dailies? I mean, they usually do that for whatever event is currently the, seasonal event or whatever they're running, to make sure people do it. Or to encourage people to do it. So yeah, it's slightly annoying that if you've got half an hour to try and do your dailies, you have to try and get at the top of the hour to do the Mothman event. I've done that a few times. I've started to do my dailies at like 10 past the hour, and I'm like, another 50 minutes until I can actually do that one. But in those cases, I often re-roll it with the free re-roller they give you every day anyway. But yeah, it's not uncommon for when they're running these events at every hour to pop them in the dailies. Oh, the vines haven't been destroyed yet. Gun mashing not quite as effective as fist. For fuck's sake! Server, please acknowledge that I'm punching the goddamn vines. Thank you. Anytime you're ready. Please and thank you.
A fine start.
Yeah, okay.
But our work is far from complete.
I'm about... I've said it 3 or 4 times, but I think I'm properly done with the game for today. Just everything I'm trying to do, the game just protests in some way. The servers are fucked
Fill the
today.
streets with their foul ichor.
And now my gun's not making noise. Excellent. Nope, the reload's just silent. Not the gun itself. I have a semi-stealthed Tom Petro. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. It's so annoying when you really love a game that's so fucking wibbly. Like, I really enjoy Fallout 76, but I don't think there's ever been a session I've played where you know, everything's just worked. Oh, 3 at once. Epic Hunter.
The ritual site has been prepared.
Oh, that's enough
The
blood.
summoning shall commence once each of the pyres has been lit. Go!
Someone
Ignite
down
the
there, someone at
flames
the
as I
church.
release the dust of our
Doesn't
wise
seem
one
like there's anyone at the
into
bridge.
air.
Although there might be. That might be at the bridge.
Yes.
Yep. Okay,
The
good.
flames of our pyres ignite the moth dust. It offers enlightenment, however brief it may be. Breathe,
Oh,
children.
also my jetpack doesn't make any noise anymore.
Breathe.
Nope, it is making noise. It's just way quieter than it should be. What the hell is going on today, Fallout?
Let the dust and flames and fumes feel you. Let it soak into your throats. Let it show you the truth. But prepare yourselves, for the heretic deep ones will be enraged by this vision. The reality of our wise one will send them into a frenzy. You must protect our sacred
Frustrating.
from those wretched fiends. Without the fire's glow, our guest may refuse
Hydrating.
our invitation. The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter.
Weather's Origin. I haven't had Weather's Origin in ages.
Is the heretic's next
Good though,
target,
aren't they?
children. You must keep it safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Oh, name that reference. There's a deep cut.
The heretics bring foul brutes with them. Let not your eyes deceive you. All you see before you must die. Whether it's shaped man or beast, these twisted shadows all serve the will of the false ones. The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside pyre, children. You must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing.
I think someone just vatsed my grenade right in front of my face. Yeah, I've used up about 20 grenades so far. Getting lighter all the time. Zoop. Zoop. Where'd you go? I heard you. You could do something except dance down there, buddy. For fuck's sake. Jetpack, please work correctly.
Do you feel it? The Wise One draws near. He awaits our signal. Quickly, children. Return to me upon the museum's rooftop. Why, Mothman? You have accepted our invitation. We are meager insects before your intellect. Come, children. Allow the Wise One to gaze upon you. Bask in his infinite wisdom.
Goddamn. I'll be glad when they fix the glitch in the new inventory. Drives me nutty. I know it's going to be fixed on the 9th. Well, the 10th for me, I guess. But yeah. Patch coming within the next 24 hours, apparently, to fix that and a few other things. Adhesive. Scrap that. Slayers. Please acknowledge my key presses. All right, yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm done putting up with 76's quirks for today. It's just not fun today to... I mean, you know, the LOL Buggy Bethesda thing is fun sometimes, but I'm just out of patience with it today. I'm just gonna give it a little quit-a-rooney there. Nope, that's the wrong button. I want that button. All right, how long have we got for today? Oh, 3 hours, 20 minutes. Thought it was a bit longer than that. So, yeah, I guess I'll probably have time this afternoon to get that video I want to get done on Fallout Switch 2 Edition. If I'm finishing the stream a little bit early. I'm going to put some lunch in me. It's not even 12. It's not even noon yet. It's 11:13 a.m. It's starting an hour earlier than my usual schedule. It's thrown me off a bit this weekend. Anyway, for those who've been hanging out with me today, appreciate that very much. Appreciate any support you've thrown my way as well. And appreciate those who keep me company in chat. So yeah. See you on the next set of live streams next weekend, or on Discord, or on the YouTube, or on Blue Sky, wherever it is. But I do hope whatever remains of your day today is a lovely one. Peace out.